Yo, this is Deontay the Bronx Bummer Wild, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. And I'd like to give a big shout out to CJ Goodfella of Sports TV. Bomb Squad, baby.
Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you, get 18% off. We out.
All right, I'm somebody that can't see everything, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to Time Business. Check his channel out, Time Business, Sports and Entertainment, right here on YouTube, man. Chopping it up, he told me that Tyson Fury said this, and I'll put the article in the descriptions if you want to read it for yourself. And he was talking to Michelle Joy Phelps. I just read the print version of it, and he said if he would have said what AJ said at the Black Lives Matter thing and spend your money in the neighborhood, you know, he would have got crucified. If he said, oh, don't spend your money with black businesses and Asian businesses. And, you know, one thing about it is, no, you wouldn't have got crucified. And like I've been saying before, Tyson Fury is a stone cold racist. You know what I'm saying? There is a story out there that we've been trying to get from a particular YouTube nigga whose channel just got hacked and he got it back, and I'll just leave it at that he won't share the story with us, but he got the story, but I don't know. But, you know, about Tyson Fury, you know, assaulting a brother, okay? So I just heard about the story. He got the info, but he won't give it to us, so it is what it is. But furthermore, let's get into it. See, you wouldn't have got crucified for Tyson Fury, okay? Do you not understand? He goes around and talks about, oh man, I dealt with racism and I dealt with this, that, and the third, you know, being a gypsy and being a traveler and shit of that nature. But okay, you dealt with that, being a gypsy. It's cool. But what about all the times you said all the off the wall, sexual, homophobic slurs you used, and all these rants you used, and this, that, and the third? You got to pass for PEDs. You know, you got to pass for the wild boar situation. You got to pass for saying you want hookers and coke. You got to pass for playing with your nose. I mean, you get a pass for everything. You get a pass for vacating your UK boxing license, and we all know you cheated. I mean, you got pass after pass after pass because you got the complexion for the protection. So that's one of the reasons you know somebody racist. You know, it's kind of like an all lives matter thing when somebody said that as a rebuttal to a Black Lives Matter thing. When somebody said, well, if I said that, a white person said that, I would have got crucified. Now, this is a rebuttal to AJ saying that if he said some of the things that Tyson Fury said about coke and hookers, he would get, you know, basically butchered in the media, and that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Tyson Fury has got away with a whole bunch of shit. Imagine if Anthony Joshua failed the PED test and they swept it under the rug, how he would get crucified. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'd get crucified. No, you wouldn't. Tyson Fury, you said way worse than that. And you wouldn't get crucified because that's how your people conditioned to think. All the whites, they conditioned to believe to spend the money in their neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? Jewish people are conditioned to spend the money in their neighborhoods. Amish people are, you know, spending money in their neighborhoods. The Arabs keep their money in the neighborhood. I live right next to the highest populated Arab community in North America, Dearborn. And I'm not knocking them for it. I got, you know, homies that's Arabic, that's cool. You know, that'll look out for me, you know, before some of my family members would. You know, we got a nice Amish community out there in Oak Park. I never had an issue with them. I worked at a Jewish place when I was younger. Didn't have too many issues there. So this is not about that, but they conditioned to spend their money with their people, and we not. And part of that is our fault, and large part of it is, you know, the other fault. You know, and that's just the God honest truth. But a large part of us, our black businesses, we not punctual, we don't be on time, we not professional, and I'm speaking from an American aspect of it. That's our fault. So that's something that we got to change. We got to have good customer service. But if, you know, Fury said the same thing, you don't have to say it. It's something that's happening. What's already said, what's already understood ain't got to be said. Yo people spend their money with their people. Yo people, you know, do this, do that, and the third. But let's not just forget about some of the craziest things you done said and you done got away with it. So don't sit here and say, oh, if I told people not to go to black shops and not go to Asian shops or this, that, and the third, yo people been doing it. Matter of fact, y'all been stealing our businesses and our ideas forever, bro. Egyptians had created electricity. They tried to make it seem like Benjamin Franklin was the first person to create electricity. Go check that out. And those tombs where they was burying and they was actually preserving bodies better than the mortuary preserved bodies today in the Egyptian tombs, they had electricity. And when the white man found out they had electricity, they said, oh man, you know, I can't believe they had this type of technology. This has to be fake. The aliens had to build these pyramids. No. You know what I'm saying? No. God just didn't put geniuses on the planet in 2010 or 1999 or 1985. Smart people been on this planet. Our ancestors are plenty of people that has the smart genes and that, you know, the smart genes. You know, but for Tyson Fury, ain't nobody trying to hear that. Ain't nobody trying to hear all that, man. AJ said what he said, but every time a brother say something about galvanizing and building camaraderie amongst the black neighborhood, it's an issue. Well, if I would have said it, if I would have did this, if I would have did that, you know, you don't have to. Y'all do it all the time. Y'all don't have to, you know, say it. We see y'all actions every day. You spend your money with your people. You didn't sign with Al Heyman, and Al Heyman helped you get your biggest payday of your career. Frank Warren didn't team up with Al. He teamed up with Bob, right? You know, Bob paying you all that money, and you lost money on ESPN Plus fighting Tom Shorts and who's the other dude he fought, Otto Wallin. They lost money. Your ticket sales didn't do good. You fought Deontay Wilder. You lost money fighting Deontay Wilder. You lost money. Let's just keep it a buck. White people don't have no problem taking care of each other. And that's a fact. It is not an issue. But anytime we try to galvanize, we try to get together and make something work and say, let's keep our money in our community. Here comes some white man or some white woman. Oh, you can't. What's wrong with the white businesses and Asian businesses and this, that, and the third? What's wrong with spending money with our people, the Caribbean, the African people over there in the UK? What's wrong with them circulating their money amongst each other? What's wrong with it? It ain't no problem when white people take care of their own. It ain't no problem when Mexicans take care of their own. But when black people start trying to help each other out, it becomes a problem. It's labeled a gang. It's labeled an organized crime. You know what I'm saying? It's labeled a looting in a vicious protest. That's what they label us. But you go out there and see who looting, who doing most of the looting. It ain't the brothers. It's the others. So cut it out, Tyson Fury. He's showing his true colors, man. That's why I don't, man. Everybody talking, oh, Tyson Fury is a great comeback story. He's a cokehead. He's a dope fiend. You know, he's a cheater. He's a pedhead. He's a guy who never defended his title. And I stated if him and AJ fight, I think he probably will beat AJ. But you know what? My fandom is going to be with Anthony Joshua, straight up and down. And he said, well, Joshua, you heard what he said. He said, I said what I said. I'm not apologizing. And this, that, and the third. Yeah, I'm not apologizing for keeping it real. I'm not apologizing for keeping it 100. You know what I'm saying? We need to keep our money in our own community and stop outsourcing with the other. Don't mean we still won't spend money with white people or Asian people, but Asian people keep their dollar in their community. They come to the black community right here where I'm sitting at. They got gas stations, they got a Chinese place, they got a Vision place, they got a bank, they got all these places where they go. They use our money and run back out to their communities and circulate their money. What's wrong with us doing that? And when you see people like Tyson Fury, you know, knocking black camaraderie and black positivity and trying to say, if I said that, you know, it would be a problem amongst white people, I probably would be labeled as a white supremacist. You probably is. You probably would be. But what's already going down ain't got to be understood. Ain't got to be explained to shit already. We understand what's going on in your community. We understand if Tyson Fury was Devontae Johnson, he wouldn't get no fucking $10 or $12 million guarantee. If Devontae Johnson and Deontay Wilder fought a brother from, let's just say, Chicago, Illinois, they wouldn't have got no $30 million guarantee. These are the facts that we do know about the situation. That's why I don't have no issue, you know, putting Tyson Fury and AJ in the ring together. They ain't had no issue putting that money up for Fury and Wilder. As long as it ain't two Negro fighters making that type of money. They don't want us to make that type of money. They don't want us to wake up and to understand that we absolutely have fans that spend money. I explained this in my live stream last night. Go listen to it. They said at the 56-minute mark, I start cooking all the way to the 108 mark. So if you need a Pacific landmark, there you go. Fury and Spence and Crawford will blow Fury and Wilder numbers out the water. It's a lot of black and black fights that'll do great. They don't want to see Andrade and Charlo fight because they do great and phenomenal numbers. And they start to realize that the black dollar matter, and they're going to have to start respecting the black dollar in whole. But I ain't trying to hear nothing from Tyson Fury, bro. Straight up and down, man, you's a clown. No matter if you're trying to hit back at Anthony Joshua or not. To me, he been showed his true colors. Always talking about to galvanizing and togetherness. Man, ain't nobody falling for that Pocahontas white man trick. But y'all know what it is, man. Goodfellas Sports TV. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. We gone.